Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in Silicon Valley. And with the foghorn bellowing behind us, that means it's time for football at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, two teams ready to square up. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson, Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. Off we go from Santa Clara. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So the Cardinals come out and they are led by their quarterback, Kyler Murray. Man, time flies, Greg. The #1 overall pick in 2019. The 7th year for Murray leading the Birds.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had. Trying to get the running back here going early on the first play, Mike, but what that does is it opens things up for the rest of the passing game as the game unfolds. Show this defense our running back is not an afterthought. He is a priority to our passing attack.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
3rd down is the down that pass rushers live for. More often than not, they know it's a passing situation, and they get to just pin their ears back and go. Here early in this game, they're able to bring down the quarterback, and I got a feeling this won't be the last time.
So on 4th down, it's Blake Gillikin to punt for Arizona. On the return, it's Moore. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. They're led out by the man who won a national title at Alabama. Quarterback's the former 1st-round pick, Mac Jones.
Mike, and it's been a bit of a mixed bag now as a starter in the NFL for Mac Jones. You look back on the success he had back at Alabama, national champion quarterback, Pro Bowler as a rookie with the Patriots, and then it just seemed from there his play started to fall off. Can he recapture some of that success he had as a rookie? If he can, he has a chance to restart his career in this new stop. And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
Jones to throw on 2nd down. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allowed him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
And he's going to be close to that 1st down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a 1st down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, 49ers.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Trying to get it to Christian McCaffrey out of the backfield. It's second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up the key third down? There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Here's a third down and 4. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Throw on the run is complete. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8. That's going to be good enough for a first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get it to the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Now a play fake. Jones. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up first and goal.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. Throwing, Jones. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, 49. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. It's up and good. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Cardinals offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Start this drive on the ground, and it's Connor. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. He's going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Murray now on 2nd down. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
20 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
The defense not fighting. They stay at home. They tackle him for no gain.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
They go play action for Murray. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Murray. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
The 49ers offense ready for their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Exiting the pocket right. Now he'll run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll run the sneak. And it looks like he's got it up for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
I don't want to take any anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Fake the handoff. Now Jones. A gain there of 20. It's good for a Niners first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On play action, it's Jones. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Throw, left side, complete to Pearsall. They get 14 on that hookup. First down, 49ers.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On third and long, it's Jones.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. This offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
On fourth down, the Niners send out the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. And on the return for the Cardinals, it's Greg Gortz. And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Murray. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Now a second down throw from Murray. He's going to run it. And he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up third down.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away. Picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
This is 3rd and 6. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. He'll try and get there on the ground.
This just kills you as a defensive coordinator. Here you are thinking you're going to get a 3-and-out, get off the field, pick up some momentum for your team, and you allow the quarterback to get loose with his legs, and he's able to pick up just enough on 3rd down to convert, and now you got to go back out and defend a fresh set of downs.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the give. This is Connor. And this will not help the cause. He's going backward. Tackled back at the 8.
Back-to-back plays by this defense now, Mike, winning these early downs. They get the sack on 1st, the tackle for loss on 2nd, and now it brings up 3rd and long.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. From the gun, it's Murray. And he'll be taken down. They get him back at the 5-yard line.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
The Cardinals line up for a punt as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. Moore to return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over. At the 42-yard line. McCaffrey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Will Johnson there on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 6.
So after 1, 7-0 is our score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. On the give, it's McCaffrey. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Finding his tight end, Farrell. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down. Here comes 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, He's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
51-yard attempt.
Piniero's kick is good. And the 49ers will extend to a 10-0 lead.
Cardinals nothing.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Eddie Pinheiro sets
So the lead
kickoff.
is now 10-0 as this kicks away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to take over once again. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Work Hunter in the middle here. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. It is a big gain for Arizona. 32 yards.
First down.
And finally, we see this offense find a little bit of life here early in this 1st half. They've struggled to get anything going early on, but at least this play has them on the move. Now, can they finish this drive and finally put some points on the scoreboard here in the 1st half?
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Murray will set the screen to the receiver, Wilson. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Well, let's give the defense a little credit here. You talk about read and reacting quickly. They recognize the screen right out of the jump, and he's able to beat the blocker to the spot and keep him to no gain.
On 3rd down, Murray. And he'll take it on in. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Touchdown, Arizona.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Chad Ryland now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cardinals are on the board. It's 10-7.
Niners 10, Cardinals 7.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. With a carry by McCaffrey. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Will Johnson up for the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
2nd down, they need 7. Again, it's McCaffrey. He's able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not the second. He's taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Here's Saul, the man in motion. Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he can hang on. It is incomplete. A chance there, a big chance for a huge play, but he couldn't reel it in.
So I don't hate this call, Mike. You think it's 3rd and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on 4th down. So I don't love 3rd and short bomb punt. I do love 3rd and short. Okay, you fail. I'm going to go for it on 4th down.
The Cardinals offense and Kyler Murray set to take over once again. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Here's Connor. And he'll prowl forward for a gain of 4 yards.
It's a gain of 1. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. They'll go right back to Connor. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Murray from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to air this one out for Jones. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball, winning on third downs.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Second down, Murray. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Nick Bosa getting in for the sack. And that's going to lead to third and very long.
We're not even at halftime yet, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has completely taken over the game. It's just sack after sack after sack. This is going to be a long day for this offensive group if the O-line doesn't figure something out here in a hurry.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. From the shotgun, it's Murray. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Jones. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss. Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark it just short.
On comes Thomas Morstead as he is on to punch it away for San Francisco. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The Cards offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On play action, Murray. Back thrown short, caught by Ryman. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play calling. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Looking for his tight end there, but let him too far. It's an incompletion.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Out of the gun, and they'll run it with Connor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
This is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Murray now. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Renardo Green.
I think this is one of those interceptions, Mike, that when the ball left his hand, he simply just didn't even see the corner. And now they're playing what they call cover 3. So that corner, he's responsible for the deep outside third of the field. And he's just playing in space, reading the quarterback's eyes, and he just threw it right to him.
49ers offense ready for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Gun, it's Jones. And it's caught by Pearsall. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 28-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. A tight end in motion now. On the ground, it's McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
That's a heck of a stop there defensively, Mike. 2nd and inches, you're thinking the first down is pretty much a formality. But not for this defense. They pack it in tight. They sell out on the run. And they're going to force this team to snap it again on 3rd down.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to have a 49ers first down. At least at first glance. They'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Jones. He'll step up and run this. And he will slide at the end, give him about 5. And now it's 3rd down.
And this is one of the cases, Mike, where defenders, they get their eyes in the wrong spot. They call it eye discipline. He catches them looking elsewhere. It allows him to get upfield and make this 3rd down a lot more manageable.
Jones going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's caught by McCaffrey. And the defense can't come up to stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
It is 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Jones. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Again, they'll throw with Jones. That's caught by Bourne. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Again, it's Jones. Open man is Jennings. And he's close to another 1st down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 32-yard line.
2nd and a yard. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And he moves down to the 25. That's good enough for a 1st down. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Jones.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Niners can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the 1st half, first one of the 2nd half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
Eddie Pinheiro.
Final 2nd now of this 1st half as this one is away. This going to be returned from right around the goal line. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this 1st half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Niners offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Jones. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Jones to throw on 2nd down. That one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
3rd and long. To throw. It's Jones.
You find yourself trailing coming out of the halftime break. Your defense is going to start on the field. And, man, what a great way to get this half started. Keep this game within one possession, get the ball back to your offense, and see what they can do.
The 49ers out to punt this one, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. Now, fair catch taken, and they're going to have great starting field position just shy of midfield. The Cardinals offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. On the zone read, given to Connor. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. Stoppage here, one of the 49ers is down. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 46, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again here to Connor. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's an Arizona 1st down.
And the Cardinal 1st down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
1st down, Arizona.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL? And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Murray. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Stoppage here, one of the 49ers is down. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Third down and 9. Working out of the gun, Murray. Forced to his right. He'll try to run for it. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Connor is in for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Arizona.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Now Ryland for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Cardinals move out in front by a point. It's 14-13.
13.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Niners offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is 1, as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Now Jones on the bootleg. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now it's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They gain 18 yards on that one. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 23 yards on that pass play. 1st down, 49ers.
coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and we're able to convert.
And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. Josh Sweat there on the tackle.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
A quick throw right side. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Brings up third.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 30 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And they'll run here with McCaffrey. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
Ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. McCaffrey. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
The ball inches from the goal line. Third and goal. They'll go with the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Mac Jones. Touchdown, San Francisco. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll let McCaffrey try to run it. And he gets in for the 2-point conversion. And the lead bumps up to 7.
Pretty evident that they felt the weakness of this rush defense was on the perimeter. A simple toss play gets the back out there so fast. They secure the edge, and it just becomes a foot race, and he walks in for an easy 2 points.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. He fields it at the 8. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense and their veteran running back James Conner set to take over again. They're searching here for the tie score, down 21-14. They'll begin 1st and 10. Murray. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Cardinals first down. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. He'll tuck it and take off. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. And yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the first down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
On 1st and 10, Murray. That ball caught. It's Zay Jones. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. You can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Right side, that's Ryman. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. It's an Arizona first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Second down and 8. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down, first and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
From the gun, it's Murray. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Michael Wilson. Touchdown, Arizona.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage. Great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone because, as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
Extra point now by Riley. He's got it. And the Cardinals will even the score. It's now 21 all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. Both these offenses have been informal. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this third quarter, and it's 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Buda Baker active and making the tackle there.
2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. The 45-yard line. They get 12 yards on that pass. It's good for a Niners first down.
At the 45-yard line.
Pearsall, the man in motion. On first down, Jones. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On the give, it's McCaffrey. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
That's such a deflating feeling for a defense here on 3rd and short. They've got great coverage, but they don't account for the quarterback picking it up with his legs. It's exactly what he's able to do here on the scramble. Fresh set of downs.
None of it was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Cardinals' 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Jones. Finding his tight end, Farrell. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
From the gun, it's Jones. He'll try and get there on the ground. Jones into the slide, protects himself, and picks up the first down.
That's another 49ers.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the first down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Jones. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
6 yards. That's another 49er first down.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Tie game, fourth quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to first and goal. Robinson. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop it for no gain at the 4.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold them to no gain.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's second and goal. Back to throw is Jones. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Braden Willis. Touchdown, 49ers. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers go up by 7, 28-21. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. The return is Greg Gordon. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense and Kyler Murray set to take over once again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Start this drive on the ground, and it's Connor. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Murray. He'll get that complete to Harrison. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7. And this is third down.
Here we go. 3rd and a yard. We'll try and run for this with Connor. Give them 14 on that one. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A gain of 14. And a Cardinal first down.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
We'll try to work the screen with Connor. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3. At the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 3. It's a zone read, and Murray hanging on to it.
The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing Murray. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Nick Bosa in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Murray. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball. They get the man, and it's no gain.
And this is 3rd down.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. Murray will throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
The Cardinals lining up for a punt. They forced a punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start just inside the 20-yard line. The Niners offense headed back to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Take the handoff. Now Jones. That is caught downfield by Pearsall. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Shotgun now for Jones. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Jones on the bootleg. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 23 yards.
so what I like here is it's not only a really good play call, but it was really well executed by the quarterback. So they used the bootleg to get their quarterback out of the pocket, change the launch point, and then they pair that with a really nice concept downfield. He uncovers, wide open, nice conversion.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Play action now. It's Jones. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
They'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. They'll send their tight end left. Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. Now he takes off. And he's got the 1st down. He'll slide to a stop and take it to 1st and goal. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
This is the point in the game, Mike. We're on 3rd down. You have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the 1st down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
He's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
In these goal-to-go situations, backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. Throwing, Jones. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Matt Wilson getting in for the sack, and that's going to make it 3rd and goal.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position, but with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6, but after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Jones. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson.
This is one of those cases where the offense is counting on the defensive line being over-aggressive in their pass rush, thinking that they can get the ball out of the quarterback's hand and into the back and pick up the 1st down on the yards after the catch. But the defense was obviously ready for it. A lot of guys running to the ball and just nowhere to go.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So Pinheiro had the field goal a moment ago. Now he's back out to kick it away. Dortch now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Play action, Murray. That's caught downfield by Harrison. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side in the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
They'll try to set up the screen here. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Niners' 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Murray. Oh, the ball's out. The Niners have got it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop him with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the 49ers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25. The Cards offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 3rd down, Murray. A throw on the move is caught. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. It's an Arizona 1st down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Defenders right there with him. It brings up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And they bring them down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Again, it's Murray. And he cannot get away. Brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Murray. That one underneath here to Connor. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Taking off, and he's not going to get there. A couple of yards short, and this is going to be a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Niners offense about ready to take over once more. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. This one is about done.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter.
No gain on the play.
So a win here for the 49ers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, a few more defensive stops their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.